Hey guys, my YouTube audience. I know, crap, sorry about that. I know a lot of you guys have been wanting me to shave my head live on camera. So that's what I'm gonna do. I had written in a post that there are patches of my hair that utterly refuse to grow back. There are like bald patches in the back and whatnot, and it's really, really embarrassing. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna shave my head. And I hope you guys, I have a lot of support from all of you. So thank you. So here we go. I got to use this mirror to make sure that I do it right. You know, I find it odd. You know, I knew the lupus was going to cause me to lose my hair. I knew that it was going to happen sooner or later. I just did not know when. And you know what just the sad part of it is that when you're in a position and you're forced to do it, and you kind of feel that people will laugh at you, don't feel that way. They should really honestly laugh at themselves. Makes you think. They don't know what you're going through. They don't get it. Everything you do it for yourself, not for anybody else. I have the support of a lot of people. And if my ex is watching this, you're not alone. Did you know that lupus is an autoimmune disease that attacks your own healthy cells? Your immune system gets weak, and you can't bear to simply cope with it, you know? For me, my life has not been simple. It really isn't. Regarding the lupus. I just want everyone to understand the struggles of this disease. Did you know that when your immune system gets weaker, when you have an autoimmune disorder, not only is that a problem, but if you get sick with the flu, I'm talking really sick, like bedridden sick, and not only do you miss out on things, but they wind up checking you into the damn hospital for your autoimmune problem. And these hospitals won't release you when you have pneumonia. You're stuck in a hospital bed for up to 3 weeks. You really think I want that to be me? Absolutely not. I really don't want that to be me at all. I hope a lot of you don't think I'm crazy for doing this. This would go so much better and so much faster if I had clippers. It really would. But you know what? That really doesn't matter to me because I actually prefer shaving the old-fashioned way. Kind of like a man would. Who says women don't have balls? It's taken me a lot of courage to shave my head directly on camera. One of my subscribers actually convinced me to do this a while back. I believe his name is Saeed. So Saeed, if you're tuning in and if you're watching, you got your wish. No one has the right to tell you that you cannot shave your head. No one. It is a personal choice. That's all it is. It's got nothing to do with other people's opinions. If you're happy with the way you are, then you should do it. That is my honest professional opinion. If people honestly think that hair loss is easy, it's not. It really isn't. Because when you have significant hair loss, and you're crying in front of the mirror every single day, watching your hair fall out slowly, and trying to understand why something like this would happen to you, there's no really logical explanation for it. Shit happens. That's all it is. Shit happens to the best of us. Shit happens to the worst of us. We are not immune to diseases. We're not going to live forever. You know, you grow up Catholic, and I don't want to wet my phone here. You know, you grow up Catholic, you believe in everything the Bible tells you about Adam and Eve. You know, why they chose to eat the apple, and they were in the Garden of Eden, and how they disobeyed God's orders is the reason why we age. We're paying for their sins. I was taught that at a very, very early age. I really was. I'm not disregarding other religions. I'm not. But you know, like I said, none of us live forever. When we die, our body rots away. But just because, you know, you're dying, that doesn't mean that, you know, your soul is rotting away in underground. That's not what it means. It's just your body, not your soul. Your soul, your spirit, your essence goes somewhere else. I believe in reincarnation. That's what I believe in. I also believe that if you do good things in your life, you'll be rewarded by God. I was rewarded with the gift of a child. That's how I was rewarded. My beautiful son, no regrets. I love that boy deeply, and he understands what I'm going through, and so a lot of you. Not many of us are single parents, but some of us are. Some of you are married with a loving husband and a big house and everything you could possibly want in your life, you have. Not all of us can have that. Not many men get to marry the cheerleader, and not many women get to marry their prince. We really don't. And not many of us plan to get sick. You know? You know, I go back. This is just a metaphor, of course. I go back to what Jeff Goldblum said in Lost World, Fallen Kingdom. Change is like death. You don't know what it looks like until you're standing at the gates. And that is the honest to God truth. I love that man. And what he said about life finding a way, that's also true. Life does find a way for many of us. You know, sometimes I ask myself, what is going to happen to me after I go? That's what I ask. What's going to happen to me? I believe that I will be reunited with my loved ones that I've lost. That much I believe. I also believe that maybe I can be reincarnated into a baby or an animal. Personally, I prefer baby. I prefer to start fresh. But that is not up to me. That is up to our higher power up there. But if God is willing to give you a second chance with your life, then you take it. You don't live your life in regret. You live it with honor. You live it with dignity. You live it with respect. And someday when your children ask you, or your grandchildren, or your great-grandchildren ask you, what was it like for you when you were sick and you were better and you went into remission? You can sit there and tell them it was a blessing. That's what you tell them. And when they ask you why you shaved your head, you did it for you. You did it because you could not stand the fact of hardly having any hair and crying every single day to watch patches of your hair fall out of your head. That's what you can tell your future grandkids and great-grandkids. And they hold on to that story when they have children. Your courage, your survival will reverberate through generations of your family as your family grows, long after you're gone. Never, ever, ever, ever be ashamed of who you are. I'm not. People want to judge me for being bald. I don't care. People want to judge me for not going out and exercise. I don't care. People judge me for all the weight I lost that I gained back so quickly because of my illness. I don't care. It is not their right to judge. Do not judge unless you be judged. Right or wrong? I want people to understand that just because you're sick with an illness doesn't mean, it does not mean that you can't control it. Let me get the towel here. Give me a second, guys. It doesn't mean that you can't control it. You can control everything if you put your mind to it. Lupus is just a corruption of healthy cells. That's all it is. And you know what? Some of us, when we get sick, we feel like we quit. We do not have the luxury of quitting when it comes to illness. You have to fight and fight and fight and fight and continue to fight till you have no more fight left in you. You know? Like my friend Naquel. When she passed away, it devastated me. It really did. But I learned to come to terms and come to grips with her passing, as long as it's been 23 years in total since she's been gone, and I still cry to this day. Do me a favor. Go to your mirror. Look at yourself. And talk to yourself in the mirror and ask it, are you happy? That's what you should do. Are you happy with yourself? Are you happy for how your life turned out? Are you happy just to be alive and have your family and have your health? I'm very grateful that I don't have more of a slew of health problems like I already have. Things happen for a reason. Trust me on that. I remember when I was first diagnosed with lupus. I remember going to the bathroom and crying. I remember coming home and crying and being in tears going home. But I'm not so sad anymore. I know fully well that this disease can actually kill me the next couple of years. But you know what? Like I said, don't live your life in regret. Don't ever do that. Because all the regret you have, you carry it with you into the next life. Unspoken words. That's what that is. And sometimes you wonder if your family's going to be okay without you. And you know, in fact, that they will be. And they know how hard it is, you know, to let someone they love go. And you know, we move on. What can I tell you? But enough about sad stuff. As for me, I have to go pick up my son from school, which I never do. I normally let him walk home. But the sun is setting a lot earlier than we had anticipated. So now that daylight savings time has kicked in, I gotta go meet him. I refuse to let that kid walk by himself, especially when it's dark. It's too dangerous. There's actually a bald spot back there where hair won't grow in. That's like a pain in the ass right there. That's why I have this mirror. Normally I could do it without the mirror, and I'll just look again to see if there's any patches I missed. Should have just done a mohawk. That was crazy. You know, my son believes in me. He really does. I'm so grateful to have a son like him who understands and who believes in his mom. I don't care who laughs at me that I'm shaving my head. I really don't. It's actually freedom from the mundane, from the vanity. What do you guys think? You think because I wear a wig, I'm ashamed of my bald head. I'm not. I wear a wig to keep my head warm. On those cold days at my clinic, let me tell you. That's why I wear the wig. I don't wear it because of anything. I don't really care. Shaving my head actually just makes me want to watch Black Panther. That's what that shit makes you want to do. So, the hair that I can't get, like behind my ears, I actually just, sometimes I actually just tweeze it out. It's easier. I know that sounds kind of gross and sick, but it's the truth. I gotta go slow when I get back there. I really have to invest in a pair of clippers. Next time I do some shopping, I'm definitely picking up a pack of clippers. That is for daggone sure. Wait a second. Almost there. I got that patch back there. That's all I got left. Someone needs more shaving cream. Trying to squeeze it out. We're all allowed to express ourselves. All of us. Like I told you before, never be ashamed of who you are. Not ever. Do you have any idea how many compliments I get from my lupus support group? A lot. I had someone here write to me about head shaving, and really, really good person. Not good with names, I'm sorry. But if you're watching, shaving your head is really, really not that easy, to tell you the truth. Still got the back to shave. I'm almost done. Sometimes what I miss, I actually can get in the shower. And back here, I'm seeing what I missed back here. I want all of you to count your blessings. Now that Thanksgiving's coming up, what are we thankful for? What are we grateful for? I'm grateful to still be alive. That's what I'm grateful for. I'm grateful to have such wonderful friends, such a wonderful, loving family. My son, my mother is still here with me. I'll always be grateful for that, always. A lot of people feel like they're not very thankful because of what they're going through. That doesn't always have to be a bad thing, you know? You take a negative and you turn it into a positive. That's what you do. It's your nature. You take your frown and you turn it upside down. Let your smile be your umbrella. You know? That's what you can do. You can see I'm almost done back here. Now imagine if I had gone to a barber shop to get this done, they would have called me completely nuts. That's why I don't prefer to go to a barber shop to get this done. Probably would have cost me a lot cheaper. But there are men in the barber shop that will just not understand why such a beautiful woman will actually shave her head. Trust me on that one. I get compliments saying I look great bald. Britney Spears, on the other hand, look like a complete jackass. But I'm not crazy for shaving my head. I have a disease. A dangerous one. She just shaved her head because she's just plain fucking psychotic. We all have reasons. This is mine. While I'm shaving my head on camera here, I got X-Men The Last Stand playing on Blu-ray. That's what I've got. And, you know, look at the back of my head here. Got that small patch back there. And I got it. Try to get the back of my neck while I'm at it. It took me an average of 30 minutes to shave my head talking to you guys. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the show. 30 minutes, 31 minutes, and 1 second. You can see that I'm actually used to doing things by myself. I know one of these days when I do get a boyfriend, and if I ask him to shave my head, he's going to look at me like I'm completely psychotic. Which is why I'll probably end up borrowing his clippers anyway and doing it my damn self. Another reason why I shave my head, it's not just because of the illness, to get serious for a moment. It's also because next week I find out whether or not I need chemotherapy. Chemotherapy is not just used for cancer anymore. It's actually used to treat lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, believe it or not. That's what it's used for mostly now. And I don't know whether or not she's going to put me in chemotherapy. But like I said, I find out next week. And I'm trying to keep an open mind. I really am. I'm trying to think positive and not negative about the outcome of all of this. So, thank you for all who tuned in. Not many people tuned in. Only one person I see tuned in. But if any of you get to view this video later, leave your comments in the comment section. Leave a like. Perhaps subscribe for me. And remember to always smile and never take life for granted. And just be happy. That's all. All right, guys. I am out ski. I am off like a dirty shirt. Speaking of dirty, it smells like sweat and shaving cream. All right. I love my subscribers a lot. You guys have a wonderful day, and we will talk again. Bye.